Know the difference with Annex Wealth Management? Act 1, Scene 1 of Hamlet by William Shakespeare. There's the line, "To thine own self be true." Good advice. But when it comes to money, it might be the opposite. Found a list of 7 money lies we tell ourselves. Amy Bremmer, a wealth manager and CFP at Annex Wealth Management, here to talk about it. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Danny.
The first money lie we tell ourselves is, I'll be happier when I have insert amount of money.
X amount of money. Yeah. Goals and targets for yourself are really good. Really good. But a lot of times we put too much emotion into that one specific number. And what if that number that you chose is unattainable? What if you're stretching too hard for a goal that you'll never get? And then do you feel defeated because you never did it? And then what if you do get there? And then you realize, I'm not as happy as I thought I was going to be if I hit this number. So I like having goals. I like having targets, but be more fluid with it and don't define yourself by X amount of number.
Yeah, and happy is different than secure.
Touche.
There you go. Money lie number 2, I deserve it, regardless of whether or not I can afford it.
Yes, the YOLO movement that was a few years ago. And it's good to treat yourself once in a while, but you have to do everything in moderation, whether you're eating Oreos or you're buying concert tickets, everything in moderation. So one of the tricks that I taught myself, one of the things that I fall into is, I got it. I got a coupon. I got a 25% off coupon for fill in the blank store. So I can save 25% off. But if I don't really need it, I'm saving 100% by not spending it.
Money lie number 3, I'm not sure I agree with this one. I have strong financial willpower. I think people can have that.
They can, but we feel and we think that our willpower is more strong than it actually is in practice, which is why we as Americans fall into a trap of impulse purchases, which is why I've unsubscribed to all those coupon emails because I fall into that trap. But more people than not spend more than they think that they do on impulse purchases. And there was a TV show a few years ago where the lead said, "Shopping is my cardio." Shopping is not cardio, ladies and gents.
Amy Bremmer, a wealth manager and CFP at Annex Wealth Management, talking about 7 money lies we tell ourselves. Number 4, I'll save more later.
Later is challenging because later is always there. Like, it's today. Tomorrow is tomorrow, but then tomorrow becomes today. So when does later actually happen? Statistics that we have here is fewer than 1 in 6 of us are saving more than 15% of our income, which is the recommended amount by financial planners. And 1 in 5, Danny, aren't saving anything. That's 20%. Later is here, my friends. We have to start saving. And the earlier you start, even if you think you don't have enough, getting back to that X amount, I need to have X amount to be able to save every month. Or I need to be wealthy to save. No, saving starts early and starts small. Compounded over the next 40 years, invested with stock market returns, is going to grow into a huge lot.
Money lie number 5, kind of like money lie number 4. I've got plenty of time to plan for my financial future. I don't need to think about it yet.
Yes, and I struggle with that with my stepson because he's 26, going on 27, and I'll worry about that later. No, you're missing out on that time value of money and all that compounding growth. Statistics have shown if you start early, and one of the charts that we share with our college kids in our financial literacy program here at Annex is the value of $33 a week. If you save $33 a week every week from when you finish graduation at college through age 65, you will have $1 million by the time you retire. $33 a week. Everyone can find $33 a week.
We're moving through a list of 7 money lies we tell ourselves. Number 6, again, I'm not sure about this one. There's good and bad debt.
I struggled with this one too a little bit, Danny, because in the field, we talk a lot about good debt and bad debt. Bad debt being credit card debt. And I think the reason we feel that it's bad is because the interest rates are astronomical. I read the fine print on one of my credit cards one year. This is back, 10 years ago. 29.99%. And it was a big publicly traded bank that you think wouldn't need to have all that money coming off of the backs of general, regular folk like us. So that would see bad debt, but don't classify it by the terms of where the debt is coming from, but classify it by the term of the interest rate.
And our final of the 7 money lies we tell ourselves, and here's the twist, wanting more is bad. That's a lie.
That is a lie. There is nothing against wanting more. There's nothing against personal growth and development, but then crosses a line where you get a little bit greedy. And I think that negative connotation of the word greedy is what's shadowing this. I like to flip it and talk about wanting more being a positive motivating factor. If you want to grow in your career, work hard for the credential, tell your boss you want to move up, take on extra projects, work for that promotion, work for that raise. If you want to own a home, or you want to own a second home, or you want to take the vacation to Europe, open a new savings account, open a new brokerage account, and start saving, working towards that goal. There's nothing wrong with wanting more for yourself.
Amy Bremmer, CFP, Wealth Manager, Annex Wealth Management. Good stuff. Thank you.
My pleasure, Danny.